I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Let's go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday night. Hoo-day! I'm not going to talk about the Bengals too much. I am excited, though. It was a really good game. Kudos to fans out there. It was a fantastic game to watch. And at any moment, either team could have won. Those are the fun games to watch. All right, let's talk about court. This is the bench trial in Judge DiSanto. I've been telling you guys so it's a long one. It's about 2 hours long. It was about almost 4 hours from start to finish because she kept taking recesses and she took a few other cases in the middle after a recess. So there was a lot of editing into this. I think I nailed it, though. I think I got all the editing in, so I fast forward. But because it is so long, I didn't rewatch every second of this video. I'll try to do my best to compensate for any bad editing while the live is going on. But just be easy on me. Be gentle in the comments. Don't hate on me too much if there's an editing mistake. All right. How's everybody doing? A few shout outs real quick. Craig, you are a fecking legend. I had to steal a word out of Irish Demon's book. Fecking. Fecking legend. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you and your family as well. Very appreciative. That's awesome. Also, Fred, ongoing legend. Thank you so much for everything you do for the channel and for all your support. And Debbie, I don't think Debbie's here right now, so I might have to recall her out if she jumps back in later. But thank you so much, Debbie, as well. All right, and Judge DiSanto. You guys ready? Let's go. Oh, I did this a little different, so
In the matter
there we go.
Of the state of Michigan versus Mark Patrick Dow, 2-3-2264. An appearance for the people, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Omar Shasha on behalf of the people, PH 6332.
Thank you.
Mark Lake, P41147. Again, Mr. Dow.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Dow, your name, please.
Mark Dow.
You stand up, please, sir.
Mark Dow, sir.
Third. Okay, now let me just say this. Okay, so did you show the ID? Sorry, I had to put my glass on to make sure there wasn't a squiggle, it was a line. Did you show your identification to somebody
Yeah,
showing?
the last time we were here, they changed it.
Okay, very good. Okay, all right. Okay, and so today's date scheduled for the bench trial, and are the people ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge, the people are ready to proceed.
Okay, I do apologize for the delay and just checking to see how long we could go without getting frustrated. Anyway, and is the defense ready to proceed?
Ready.
Okay, and any preliminary matters to address?
Judge, the people are requesting a mutual sequestration order of any and all potential witnesses in this case, Judge. I believe that the defendant's family is in court today, Judge, so I just want to make that clear, make that aware to the court.
Yes, and the inquiry is if it comes to a prior inconsistent statement on behalf of the complaining witness, we assume that the officer who took the statement would be here. So there may be some stipulations as to her prior statements. I think we could probably come to an agreement on what she had previously said as opposed to now.
Okay,
It's going to be a prior inconsistent statement.
okay, does that have anything to do with the individuals that are in the courtroom?
No.
Okay, so let me just confirm, correct Mr. Gallup, that's where he's supposed to be. Mr. Gallup, good morning, good afternoon. You're supposed to be on a phone call with Carly, not on Zoom. It's a phone conference today with Mr. Turner.
I apologize, Judge. Nothing got in our calendar. I don't know if we didn't get a notice. I apologize. Mr. Turner wants to call me. By all means, he can.
No, it's a phone conference with my civil clerk.
Oh, certainly. Is there a phone? Oh, so we need to contact that number, Judge? I apologize. We don't have that number. Do you have that handy, or we call the clerk and we can coordinate that?
Okay, well, I'm in the middle of, I'm just starting a bench trial, so I'm not going to coordinate all that, but if you want to email into Carly, you can certainly do that and she can get you that
Carly.
information.
We got it, Judge. Thank you. Apologize. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, have a good day. All right. Okay, and so,
All right, real quick. Can everybody hear, and is the video quality okay? The little meter that shows me my internet connection is stuck on 0, and I'm pretty sure it's working at least a little bit, so it shouldn't be 0. So I don't know what my connection is right now. So hopefully, guys, you can see this. Also, I didn't say like and subscribe. I didn't go through my whole thing. I just got right into the video. So please like and subscribe, do your jump kick backflips, and if you would like to donate, the link tree is in the description. Please and thank you. All right, let's get back.
I know that there's been some discussion regarding stipulations of exhibits, and the exhibits have already been marked. And which exhibits have been stipulated to? And I understand, counsel, that there may be a defense exhibit that is likely going to be stipulated to as well, but that you're not sure that's going to be utilized, correct?
I'll mark it now. If we use it, we use it.
Okay, so let's start with the people's exhibit.
Judge, people exhibit, which are photographs, are 1 through 4.
Okay, and those are all stipulated to, correct?
Yes.
Judge, there's also 2 videos, 2 indoor videos, which would be 5 and 6.
Okay, and those are also stipulated to.
Yes.
Okay. Any other exhibits for the people?
Nothing for the video.
Okay, and defense exhibits?
Just one exhibit, which is a PPO, an ex parte PPO.
Okay, and that would be exhibit A, correct?
Yes, A.
And that's stipulated to,
People still.
okay. All right, and the court will also order that any witnesses that are likely to be called to testify are to.
James, I will pause the video for you. Congratulations, man, on your retirement. And thank you for all your hard work. That's a very important job. That's awesome, man. And thanks for coming. Also, Lauren, welcome to the family.
Leave the courtroom and also to stop watching via live stream. And are the people satisfied with that sequestration order?
Yes, Judge, thank you.
And is the defense satisfied?
Yes, we're fine.
Okay, why is, I have 2 attorneys here. Mr. Hackett, what's Mr. Hackett here on today? Oh, no, that's okay. Are you just here to watch? What's that?
I'm sorry, I'm not on the docket, Judge. I came in on a bond issue.
Oh, okay. I was just kind of confused because I only showed one other case that I haven't called yet, and that would have made a second case, so. Okay. All right, it's gonna be just a few moments, well, a few moments, it's gonna be a little bit.
The one that's going to Oakland County.
Yes.
She didn't put everything that's on the ROA because we have to do it all over again tomorrow for the sentencing part.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. As long as this is on here for the PSI.
Yes, that's what that's.
Okay, all right, and then if we can just make a note that, so we don't forget to add all that other stuff for tomorrow. Just because I know you're not here tomorrow, just so that I don't forget. Okay, all right, anything else for the people?
Nothing further for the people.
Anything else for the defense? All right, people may call their first witness.
Judge, if people call their first witness Zoe Stefanko to the stand.
Okay.
You're not just slightly on time. It's just getting started. Yeah, there might be a little bit of downtime in this. Again, almost a 2-hour video. I just skimmed through it to see when they were jumping to other cases, and I removed those. But I don't really want to tell you what this is about. If you haven't seen this yet, I wanted to hit you. Like, I want you to see it, because the ending is the best part of the entire thing. It is a little bit of a slow build-up, but it's still good all around. Ah, the witnesses are sequestered, so they had to. I see what the wait was. All right, now let's
Good
go.
afternoon. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, and so I'm just going to ask everybody to please make sure they're keeping their volumes up. Some are naturally quieter or lower toned than others. So, but we have to make sure we're getting everything on the recording. We also have our other court recorder virtual, so our remote. So if you can please, you can adjust the microphone, and if you can please lean in as much as you can, and please state and spell your first and last names.
Zoe Stefanko, it's ZoeStefanko.
Okay, thank you. All right, and counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, Mr. Stefanko. Could you please just state your name for the record?
Zoe Stefanko.
Okay, and I'm gonna draw your attention back to the date of 10/19/2023. Do you remember this date? And
I'm sorry, I need you to be louder. Do you remember the date?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And were you at the location of 1565 Oak Street in the city of Wyandotte County, Wayne?
yes,
And what's at that location?
my house.
Okay, and on that date, were you at your house by yourself?
Yes.
Okay, and did anything occur while you were at your residence that would bring you into court today?
Working in my house.
Okay.
and
Let me stop you there. You indicated Mark. Who's Mark?
My ex-boyfriend.
Okay, and do you see Mark in court today? Can you please state where
I'm
he
sorry, I did not hear that, ma'am.
Yes,
Can you please state where he is seated in the article of clothing that he's wearing?
to the left side of the courtroom and a black shirt.
Okay. Your Honor, let the record reflect the identification of the defendant in this case.
Any objection, counsel?
No.
The record will still reflect.
So on the date of this incident, were you still dating the defendant in this case?
No,
Okay, but he came to your house.
yes,
Okay, and where were you inside of your house at that time?
in my bed.
Okay, and you indicated that he arrived at your house. How did he arrive at your house?
It's true.
Okay, and do you know how he came into your house?
The side door.
Okay, and at that time, did he have access to your house?
No.
Okay, so how was he able to gain entry at that point?
I'm sure.
Was the door unlocked?
The first one could have been locked, so.
Okay, and do you know whether or not, so you don't know whether or not it was unlocked or locked?
No.
Okay, and then he entered the home, as you indicated?
Yes,
And where were you at this time?
in my bedroom.
Okay, and did he enter your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, and what if anything occurred while he entered your bedroom?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What if anything happened when he came into your bedroom?
It did.
What
I'm
happened?
sorry?
What
What
happened
happened?
when he came into your bedroom?
We got into an altercation, an argument, and then it just escalated from there.
Okay, so you indicated you got into an argument. Can you describe what this argument was about?
It was supposedly I was talking to this kid named, Daniel Wilson.
Okay, and did that make the defendant in this case upset?
Yes.
Okay, and at this time, were you on your bed or were you just standing up in your bedroom at that time?
I'm living.
Okay, so what if anything happened as you guys got into that argument?
Well, I stood up and then I got pushed back down on the bed. And when I got pushed down is when like everything got thrown off the bed.
Okay, so let me stop you there. You indicated you got pushed onto the bed. How did he push you?
Like, pushed me.
Was that with one hand? Was that with two hands? So did you fall back onto the bed at this time?
Yes.
Okay, so you indicated you were able to get yourself back up? Okay, what if anything happened when you got yourself back up?
I went out to the living room and he followed me out to the living room, and that's when I tried to call, I called my friend Summer, so I just kind of have a person on the phone, and we just, it was like we were wrestling pretty much.
Okay,
And
so let me stop you there. You indicated so you attempted to get yourself back up. Was there anything on the bed at that time?
Yeah, there was glass, shattered glass,
Okay, so shattered glass, how did that glass become shattered?
it got thrown,
Okay, and where was that glass located?
before or after,
Before?
on the ground,
Okay, so where was this glass at? What kind of glass was
the candles,
it? Okay, and where was this candle at?
next to my dresser, on the ground.
Okay, and is it because he threw it onto the ground?
No, that's where it was, and then it got thrown after.
Okay, and who threw that?
Mark.
Did he throw anything else?
No. Oh, a fan, no,
And where was this fan located?
at the end of my bed.
Okay, so you indicated at that point, you guys got into some type of, you guys wrestled, you indicated.
Yeah, and then when we were done, I got like, pushed against the wall by like my collarbone. And then he reached out, we went to, like, I escalated towards the front door. He reached out and tried to take the ring off the front, or off the wall.
Okay, let me stop you there. Let's go back to the point you indicated that you tried to call your friend.
Oh, yeah.
Were you able to do so?
Yes, I did, and she's the one that called the police.
Okay, she's the one that called the police. So at that point, you guys are at the front door at this time.
Well, when I was on the phone with her, I was in like, I have like a living room and then like a dining room that's like another living room. And we were in like the second living room.
Okay, so did he follow you out of the room or did you follow him out of the room?
He followed me.
Okay, so you guys proceeded to the front entrance of the home?
Yes.
Okay, and you indicated something about a ring doorbell. What was that?
I have a ring doorbell on my front door, and he tried to take it off the wall, which I sent in that video. And I like kind of got him back in the house from taking that off because I wanted it. Obviously, I didn't want him pulling it off the wall. And then when he got back inside, he took my AirPods and my glasses and ran out the door.
So he came back into the residence and he took your AirPods?
Yes.
Okay, and where were your AirPods at that time?
In my work bag, or lunch bag.
Okay, and did he attempt to leave with them?
Yes.
And what did you do?
I followed him.
Okay, and where'd you follow him to?
The front yard.
Okay, and what if anything happened at the front yard?
We wrestled.
Okay, and at what point did law enforcement arrive to your residence?
About like 20 minutes after he left.
Okay, and that's because your friend was the one that indeed called
Yes.
law enforcement? Okay, and you made contact with an officer?
I'm gonna object to the leading nature of the question. That's because your friend called. I don't know who this friend is, number one. It's hearsay, number two. Number three, my client went immediately to the police department, and that's probably why they arrived.
Well, okay, so hold on. Let me handle a couple things at a time, because what you're stating now, counsel, is, potential testimony. Miss, Stefanko
Yes.
testified that her friend Summer called the police.
Right, she can't testify as to what her friend did. That would be hearsay in every way possible.
Okay, but you didn't object at that point.
I did. I'm objecting now, right?
Okay.
You said-
You didn't object when the testimony first came out. If the objection is leading, then that's one objection. But then you're also saying it's hearsay?
It's
You're saying there's
hearsay.
two objections.
Hearsay and leading, yes.
Judge, I can rephrase as it pertains to the leading. However, as it pertains to the friend calling law enforcement, she indicated that her friend called law enforcement. Where's the hearsay at that?
She has to, the only way she can know that is true is to hear it from someone. So if she hears it from someone, it's, unless her friend is there and she saw someone place a call, she can make an assumption that that happened, but it's just as likely my client was already at the police department making a report, and that's why they came over. So
Judge, this complaining witness is subject to cross-examination. If defense wants to ask her
Correct.
these
Okay,
questions,
so
he can.
all right, so counsel, I'm going to state the objection regarding leading, you can rephrase. And as to the hearsay at this point, I'm going to overrule that objection because the testimony has already come in without objection regarding the defendant calling, the victim's friend calling the police. There isn't any, there wasn't any testimony regarding any foundation for that. However, there also wasn't any testimony as to what exactly, if anything, was said to the police. But so that testimony is come and gone, and so if there's additional testimony that's attempted that way, then counsel,
sure,
you can certainly renew your objection.
thank you, Judge.
So at any point, did you make contact with law enforcement? Did they arrive to your residence?
Yes.
And did you make a statement to those law enforcement officers?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and Your Honor, I want to approach which has been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit 1 through 4. May I approach it?
Yes,
I'm going to show you a series of photos.
you have those photos, correct, counsel?
Yes, we do.
So let me ask you this, did you sustain any injuries as part of this altercation with the defendant?
So.
Okay, ma'am, I need you to keep your volume up, please.
I was super sore and I had not an injury to my wrist because I never went and got it checked out, but I couldn't apply pressure to my wrist or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna show you which has been marked with people's proposed exhibit number 1. You see this photo?
Yes,
What is this photo of?
glass broken and just, broken glass on my bedroom floor.
Okay, you indicated prior to that there was glass that was broken on behalf of the defendant. Is this in fact the glass?
Yes.
Now, people's proposed exhibit number 2. What is this photo?
My collarbone of when he pushed me against the wall, I left red marks.
Okay, and people's proposed exhibit number 3.
That's from me running out the door after him.
Okay, and what is that a photo of?
My leg being cut up.
Okay, and the last proposed exhibit number 4.
Is the fan being thrown across the room.
Your Honor, at this time, people move to admit and publish people's proposed exhibit 1 through 4.
No objection.
All right, no, the court will admit and publish.
May I approach it?
Yes. Thank you.
And if I may, at this time, I would like to play the ring doorbell cameras.
Okay. So I got kind of a lesson in our meeting yesterday about that, but I don't know if it's going to work. Apparently there's some certain way you can come in and screen share, but I don't know if that's, so I don't know.
I can come in through the Zoom.
Right, but there is apparently a certain way to come into the Zoom that way with the screen sharing, but you can try. I don't know. Or maybe the microphone's on too. I mean, you can come in and screen share 656-647.
656.
647.
I know that Zoom number is public knowledge, but we don't need that to be public. April, I really hope you didn't actually break your phone. No, I'm not happy if you broke your phone. I'm happy that you aggressively pressed the like button hard enough that, because you were excited, but I really hope you didn't break your phone. Yeah, little fart with the number. Oh, what was I gonna say? He's hooking the video up. I was gonna say something, and I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Well, first I come in.
April, I'm sorry you broke your phone.
Come in through the Zoom, and then once I let you in, you can screen share.
But yeah, if you haven't liked already, please like the video. This gets really good. Like I said, it's just a little bit of a slow burn. It builds. I don't remember how long this takes to get this set up, though. It does look nice today, doesn't it, Michelle?
No,
656. I'm sorry.
right, I was gonna say, I must have the wrong number then.
647.
Sometimes that's how you got to watch. So what do you guys want to talk about while we wait? Anything good happened today? Bengals won, Colts won. What's the third game? The third game is the Lions game. What's the score on that game right now? Let's see. Oh, it just started. Okay.
I think there's a way that if you can screen share.
You'll find out.
So it doesn't give
Just gotta listen.
like the lead stuff, but I don't know.
I'm determined not to spoil anything, so I don't want to explain anything yet.
Maybe the microphone volume is maybe loud, I don't know. Trying to have things work a little bit more cohesively with that.
Thank you. It was a really fun game to watch. It was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. But I recorded the whole thing. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video out of it. 'Cause it wasn't exciting. I kinda wanna, you know, show people what the legal versions of pyramid schemes are. What is that? MLM, multi what is it? Something multi-level marketing? Is that the new term for it? But that's what it was. But it was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. They wanted me to sell insurance. And then every time I sold something, the person that recruited me got paid. Whoever recruited them got paid. Whoever recruited them got paid. That's what it was. Yeah. But they were so polite and nice and friendly. I didn't like what they were doing, but I don't know if I'm gonna make a video out of it just because they were actually outside of trying to recruit me to make them money. Oh, it was a scam, legal fiction. I went into it knowing it was a scam. That's why I recorded it.
Just wait to get it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Jeff. They were nice. They weren't
But
pushy.
you're probably gonna wanna have to be back over that way.
Is the mic?
Cause, well,
Should I do it from?
I don't know. I guess you can try either way. Council, do you have any objection if he tries it over here?
No, it was Primerica. Was that the name of the company? I think it was Primerica. I don't know. I really don't remember. I think it was Primerica.
Oh, yes, you can't see it from there?
We'll just maybe get a little better angle if we both stand right there.
That's fine. Not past the podium though, please. Okay,
I don't think audio needs to be played, but I think it should read the audio as well.
okay.
Let's see. So ma'am, you indicated prior in your testimony that you and the defendant were walking towards the front of your house to the door. And when you guys got outside, he attempted to hide the ring door camera.
I was trying to rip it off the wall.
Ma'am, I need you to keep your volume up, please.
And you in fact had a ring door camera?
I do.
And was it functional on this date?
Yes,
And did you provide the officers with this video?
yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I'm playing the video from 0.000 seconds. It's a 33-second video, Judge. I'm gonna play it and it's linked.
Is that the only video?
No, Judge,
There's
it's
two videos, I
I'm
believe.
saying, these two videos, are they the only two videos, or are they just the videos that have been chosen?
These are the videos that were stipulated to Exhibit 5 and Exhibit 6.
Right, I'm just simply making a record. Is this just, I mean, 3 videos, they may be 33 seconds.
Okay, so counsel, you can certainly cross-examine the witness on that issue.
Judge, I'm starting the video now.
Okay.
Judge, I'm stopping the video at 7 seconds.
Can we play the video first before we stop it? Because we're not really playing a video if we stop it like that. Let's play the video.
Judge, I'm gonna play the whole
I had no
video.
objection to playing the video, but not stop. I mean, stop and starting the video. Let's see the video and then you can ask questions about it. It's only 33 seconds.
Okay, so
Judge, we can do that, no problem.
we're going to play the video in its entirety. And then we can start and stop and ask questions or whatever you're choosing to do.
Right, with the sound, yes.
Is there sound with the video? You might have to.
It's gonna be that.
I know. Just play it and we'll see what it does. Okay, that's in its entirety.
Okay, Judge, I'm gonna take the video back to 7 seconds. 0 to 7 seconds. So ma'am, what were you in fact doing in this video when you guys got on?
I was trying to get in and not pull my own off.
Okay, so whatever you unmuted on that, you have to mute it, right? Or the volume or something.
Judge, I can pause it there and then ask some questions and go into this.
Okay, that's fine. And so, Counselor, you and your client can have a seat now? I mean, you saw everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just because I need Mr. Shaja to be close to the microphone so we can make sure we're picking up all the recordings.
So Mr. Finkel, you indicated that you were trying to remove his hands from the doorbell camera?
Yes,
Okay, and then you guys enter back into the,
yes,
okay, and you also indicated about your headset, was that your AirPods?
yes, my AirPods.
What did he do with those?
After we went back inside is when he grabbed them, and then the second video will show you that he ran out with them.
Okay,
We're gonna play the other video?
yes.
Can you see okay, Counsel? Okay.
Yes, I'm playing the video now. This is a 5-second.
Can I step up a little closer?
Play the video one more time, Judge. And then 0, 0. Now, Matt, is this the video? Now, Matt, is this the video of you exiting your residence?
Yes,
And you were following the defendant in this case, correct?
yes,
And that's because he had your headphones?
yes.
And did you guys get into an altercation as you guys got to the front of your home at that time?
Yes.
What if anything occurred?
We wrestled, and then I got my hands back on my AirPods, and I took them, and I actually should have a video of me running back inside too, with him still standing there.
And when did the law enforcement officers arrive after this?
Probably like 20 minutes.
And let me ask you this, ma'am, and I'm gonna take you back to earlier when you indicated the defendant in this case entered your home. Isn't it true that when you made contact with one?
Let me make an objection here. I thought we were gonna see a second video. Did we just see?
That was the second video.
Was there some wrestling on the lawn in the second video? I must have missed it.
If you zoom in.
Hold on, man, hold on, there's an objection.
This is not the video I've seen, so this is not what I was stipulating to. The video I saw was her jumping on him right down that walkway.
Because there's only 2 videos as part of this digital discovery. The first one that we played, and this is now the second one.
What are we supposed to be seeing? This is the second one?
This is the
Can we
second.
play that in its entirety? Because I just didn't see.
Yes.
It was, I think it's only 5 seconds, it's very short.
Okay, let me just
It's a 5-second video.
start from the beginning.
This defense attorney is trying way too hard, isn't he? He is questioning everything. All this really shows is him going into the house and leaving, right? That's all the prosecutor was trying to show in this. They're going to ask questions about it, but what is the defense attorney arguing about? It has to start at the beginning and it has to play all the way through. He tries really hard. I will say that.
Can I continue my question?
Yes.
Now, you indicated earlier that the defendant in this case arrived to your house, correct?
Yes.
Now, you also made contact with Wyandotte PD. You indicated to the Wyandotte Police Department officer that responded that he came unannounced, correct?
Correct.
Okay, is it in fact true that you texted the defendant in this case and told him to come to your house?
Objection. That's a leading question in a trial. Is it a fact? I don't know what he's trying to impeach his own witness. He's basically trying to impeach his own witness at this point in time. So like in the state of world where he can do that.
I can ask her whether or not. Now she's indicated that, earlier in her testimony, she indicated that he came to the house, she didn't text him, he came unannounced. Now I'm asking her whether or not she told officers that that's in fact what happened.
Okay, I'm going to overrule the objection at this point. If you can restate the question, please.
Ma'am, did you text the defendant prior to this and ask him to come to your house?
No.
You did not?
No.
Okay, and is that in fact what you told law enforcement?
Yes.
There's no further questions for this witness.
Okay, and counsel, you may cross-examine, just give me 1 moment. Okay. Let's go back on the record in the matter of State of Michigan versus Mark.
All right, that was one of the fast forwards I was talking about. Now this is when it gets fun. We're about 35 minutes into it. Try to find a good place to stop. Or you know what? If you guys just want to watch this whole thing, I might keep it. No, I don't want to keep it in one video. I don't know why I even said that. All right, let's go.
Dow the third, 232264. All the parties are present. I do apologize that you've had to sit there for a little extra time while I handled some other matters. And
Yes, they were in chambers for a long time, and then she handled what she just said. She handled it, and they were all just sitting there waiting. There was about an hour that went by right there that I just fast forward through. So you're welcome. Power of editing. Let's go.
Mr. Lakin, you may proceed.
Thank you. I'm going to take you back to October 18th of this year. Would you agree this, whatever happened about 10:30, 10:45 in the evening?
Yes.
And when is the last time prior to this that you had seen Mr. Dow?
The same way.
What time?
Around like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock at night?
Yep.
All right, so, and when you say you saw him, where did you see him?
The parking lot across the street from my house.
Okay, so he was at your house at 8:30 that evening?
7:30, 8 o'clock.
Okay. And you left the house, did he come in the house?
He did, and then we got in a little argument. He left 10 minutes after he came over.
Okay, so it's your testimony that what you testified to earlier was the second time he entered the home that evening. Is that correct?
You're saying the time that, like the 10 o'clock was the second time he entered the house?
Correct.
Yes.
In either of those times he came in the house, did he take a shower?
No,
Well, why you made a face, or is that
because
impossible?
he's never showered at my house.
Okay. All right, so did you tell him if there was a text for him to come in? Was there a text for him to come into the
It
house?
was.
Okay, what time did you text him that?
It had to have been around 8:30, but it wasn't even supposed to go to him in the first place. because I had friends coming over.
So did friends come over?
In between him coming over, yes.
Okay, so you're saying you had friends come over from 8, somewhere between.
They were
8
like 9, it was like 9, they just stopped by. My friends still have curfew, so they had to be home by 10.
So you're saying between 8:30 and 10:45 on October 18th, some friends arrived at your house?
And a singular friend.
Okay, what was the name of that friend?
Summer Strong,
Summer Strong,
yes. That's also the same friend that called the police,
that you called.
yes.
All right, so, and this thing when you came in, are you saying that you had, this first thing that you described as a domestic assault, you were on the bed and it happened on the bed? Is that what you're,
No,
where did it happen?
it started on the bed. I got up off the bed.
That's my question. It started on the bed. Did he lay his hands on you when you were on the bed?
When I stepped off the bed, he pushed me back on the bed.
I see, okay, so you were just off the bed and then that's when the first assault happened?
Yes,
And then there was some wrestling going on there?
no, not until we got into the living room.
Okay, so there was some wrestling in the living room?
Yes.
And who initiated the wrestling?
I was on my phone, and he was trying to get my phone from me.
I just asked you a question. Who initiated the wrestling?
Him,
So when you say wrestling, not him assaulting you, it was mutual kind of wrestling.
I mean,
Wait, hold on, is wrestling mean you had your hands on each other?
no.
Okay, well, we see in a video later that you jumped on his back, right?
Objection,
Hold on,
Judge,
hold
objection
on,
to
hold on.
mischaracterization of the video.
I don't think so at all, but I'll come back.
Council, the video I saw of 5 seconds didn't show anybody on the back of anything.
Well, but
The
you
only
can say
thing-
no.
The only thing I saw on that 5-second video, which was the second video, was somebody with a white shirt on the lawn down the stairs from the porch. So,
Well, let me ask you this.
hold on, so the objection is sustained.
Okay, so there was a wrestling match in the living room, is that correct?
Yes,
Was there a wrestling match anywhere else in the house?
no,
Okay, so who left, and when he went outside, who went outside first, him or you?
him,
Okay, so are you in the first video?
yes, I am.
Why are you following him outside, somebody who just assaulted you?
He had my belongings in his hand,
What belongings?
my AirPods and my glasses.
Didn't you testify earlier that when you first went outside, something happened with the Ring doorbell?
Yeah, he tried to pull it off the door. I was outside first, in that video.
Well, my question was, when you first went outside, who went outside first? You want to now go
Me.
backward? You did.
Yes,
Okay, and why? Why'd you go outside first?
because I was trying to get away from somebody.
All right, so do we see you leaving first in the video? Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry, we need to reference which video, exhibit 5 or exhibit 6?
Fine.
So that's which video.
First video, the longer video. Are you
With the
saying,
ring camera.
are you saying that it's your testimony that he followed you outside?
I was outside first and he tried to grab the Ring doorbell off the wall after I walked outside, so yes.
Okay, and then were you scared of him at that point in time?
Yeah,
Did you wrestle with him at that point in time?
no,
There's no wrestling going on in that.
no.
Okay, and then you said he went back inside for how long?
Probably about like 3-4 minutes.
Okay. He went back inside. Where did he go?
My living room.
And then you said he got your what?
My AirPods,
Okay, and your what?
glasses.
Okay, so he got your AirPod, and then did he walk out first?
Yes,
And then you went out to retrieve them?
yes.
And how'd you retrieve them?
I stood there and we argued about it, like verbally argued about it.
Outside?
Yes,
Is that on the video?
no,
Where were you?
outside,
Okay, so is that before what we see on the video?
no. If you know any, like rings, they only record for so many seconds unless you're up close.
Well, I see it down on the front lawn.
Okay, and it stopped as soon as I stepped foot off the stairs.
Okay, well, that's what you provided. Was there more video?
Now I can show you right now from the Ring app itself where I cannot delete stuff.
Okay. All right, so how did you get these things back from him?
I specifically told him that I wanted them back, and I said he was not able to take them,
No.
and eventually he gave them back and ran to his truck.
So you didn't have to wrestle it out of him, he just handed it back?
I mean, there was. No, I'm not getting, no, it was just verbal arguments.
And, you don't have to go into detail with this next answer. I'm just asking, it's a yes or no. Were you were you prescribed some psychotropic medications?
Objection, Judge Rutherford.
Let me ask the question.
Hold on, what's the relevance of, any medications?
Her ability to perceive any event and any medication she may or may not be taking at the time would be relevant to whether she can perceive these events in a proper way. She appears to do it now, but I'm asking her that. Anything that can help the fact finder make that determination is relevant.
I'll give you some latitude, so I'm gonna overrule the objection, I'm gonna give you some latitude if you'd like to just ask a general question regarding
I did,
medications as opposed to psychotropic, and then maybe
sure.
get a bit more.
I really want to
Specific.
spend less time than you think, because I don't want to. Okay. Were you prescribed some psychotropic medications back then?
Probably about 4 years ago, but my mental health has nothing to do with it.
Hold on, just a moment, Council, I'd ask if you, okay, I'm gonna ask the question. Ma'am, were you prescribed any medications on the state?
No,
Okay, were you taking any medications on the
No.
state? Were you taking any other substances on the
No.
state? Okay,
Were you supposed to be taking psychotropic medications on the state?
no.
Judge, again, relevance.
That's as far as I'm going with the questions. I said it's gonna be less, not more. So her answer, I haven't heard her answer.
her
She
answer
says-
was no.
That's fine, then we're.
Okay, so we'll move on,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. All right, and did you call, did you call, Mr. Dow after he left your house that evening?
No, I didn't. He no caller ID'd me while I was sitting there talking with the police. After he texted me, "I love you," and I had to block him after that.
Okay. Now, did there come a point in time where you found out that he had, on October 10th of 2023, filed a non-assaultive PPO against you?
I got served with that the night
I'm not
of
asking,
this.
I'm not asking.
I didn't know anything about it until the 18th.
Okay, until the 18th, but that you say you didn't know anything about it.
Correct.
But it just happened, and in that, did you read it?
I never got a copy of it.
Okay, have you ever got a copy of it?
No,
Okay. And hasn't he told you in the past that he wants you to stop hitting him in a
Objection, Judge Relevance.
If it helps the fact finder, that's all the question is.
Well, hold on. And I'm sorry, continue, Mr. Shadra.
Judge, we're getting in now into prior bad acts. I mean, this is propensity evidence at this point.
Okay, and Council, your response?
My response without, leading, suggesting an answer to the witness is that the very thing that he alleges in his PPO, some 8 days earlier, is exactly the conduct that she's alleging 8 days later. I'm simply trying to see if this is a retaliatory thing. She says-
Okay, well, there needs to be a foundation for that, Council. I mean,
That's what I'm asking her, but if she read it, I have to try to establish the foundation. So,
okay, no, you asked that, but then you jumped to another question. So that question is, there's no foundation for that next question at this point. So the court's going to sustain the objection.
were you aware that he had accused you in the PPO on October 10th, 2023 of assaulting him?
no.
You were aware?
What city was that in?
I'm just asking if you were aware of the
No,
PPO
I didn't talk to him October 10th.
at that point in time. So your answer is no, you didn't know about the PPO.
No, I was actually in another relationship then. So I know for a fact I didn't talk to him October 10th.
No, that wasn't the question.
Ma'am, the question is whether or not you knew that that was an allegation.
I never saw the PPO, so no.
Okay, so, but you saw him earlier that evening?
What evening? The 18th?
Yes,
Yes.
okay. So are you saying that he came in to your house and broke in?
I never said that.
Did he break
I'm
in?
so, what part are we talking about?
Okay.
Hold on,
At any time.
hold on, please. Council, if you're asking a question, please be specific about the date and which time you're referencing, whether it's the first time to her house or the second time.
All right,
on that particular date, and you could probably reference the time frame that's already been established.
All right, I have no more questions.
Okay. Okay, any redirect?
Nothing further for the people, Judge.
All right. So I have a question, ma'am. When you say wrestling match or wrestling, that you were wrestling in the living room, what does that mean?
He was on top of me. Like, that's what I would think. It wasn't, we weren't technically putting our hands on each other, he just wouldn't get off of me.
Okay, so you were on your phone in the living room,
Yes.
and so then what happened after that?
He tried to take my phone because he knew I was on the phone with someone. And I laid down on my phone and he would not get off. He laid down on top and he would not get off.
Okay. And so when you say wrestling, what is your definition of that as it relates to this incident?
I wouldn't really say the word wrestling, that's just how I would, like, the easiest way that I could describe it. Like, we
Okay,
didn't
so-
actually wrestle.
So describe it now for me, please.
I would more so say that he was just laying on top of me, it wasn't wrestling. I was just more so being restricted on how I could move.
Okay. At any point, did you tell him to get off of you?
I did.
Okay, does that, and I'm sorry, so does that elicit any further questions from the people?
Nothing further.
Nothing
For
further.
the defense, okay. And then my notes, I wrote down that, on direct testimony that the defendant took the AirPods and glasses and then attempted to leave, he followed the defendant out to the front yard and then he wrestled again, so can you describe that for me, please?
I followed him out to the front of my yard. And then when we got out there, I just asked for my stuff back, and we didn't wrestle, we screamed at each other, and then I got my stuff back.
Okay, so there wasn't any physical contact at that point?
Not outside, no.
Okay. All right. Any further questions from the people based upon that?
Nothing further for the people.
That's why I just have 30 seconds, Ron.
Okay.
Did you tell the officer initially that he broke in, but later recanted?
Objection, Judge, this is outside
Hold
the
on,
scope of the
hold on.
questions that you asked.
Maybe, but it's a bench trial, so your honor could allow me some latitude for one question.
Well, no, counsel, I asked if there was any additional questions based upon the court's questions.
Correct. So let me ask the question and let me ask the entire question. And if you want to exclude it, you can do it. I haven't even asked the question yet. I'm halfway through the question. That's. and then-
Counsel, but the question that you're asking has nothing to do with the question I asked regarding the front lawn.
Right, but
So-
it goes to her basic credibility. So if you want to hear the question and you want to.
Well, that was an opportunity at
I hear you.
cross-examination.
I hear you. It is a question that probably should have been asked, but your honor has leeway to allow me one question if you would like. It's a bench trial. I forgot to ask this particular question, probably when I was waiting, it slipped my mind.
I will grant you that latitude, counsel.
All right. Did you first say that he broke in and then she initially stated he was not invited, but later recanted and said for him to come in?
Judge, I object. Is this a question?
Yes, it's a question. This is in the police report. Did you initially say he broke in and then recant and say you gave him permission to come in?
Counsel, I'm going to ask a clarifying question because there's been established 2 times that the defendant went over to the home. So which time is that statement supposedly referencing?
I'm gonna withdraw the question. I could just, if you don't mind, I'll call Detective Carr as the statement's made.
Okay,
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm done with this witness and we'll call detective. If they're done, I'll call detective.
Okay, so no more questions, okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming and testifying. You may step down. Please don't discuss your testimony with anybody. Any witness, reason why this witness cannot be excused or why she cannot remain in the courtroom for the balance?
No, Judge.
Okay, so if you'd like to remain in the courtroom for the testimony, then you can. All right, any further witnesses by the people?
Nothing further for the people, Judge.
All right, for the defense.
Call Detective Carr just for a couple of questions. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this matter the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Okay, and please, if you can please state and spell your first and last names.
Detective Joseph Carr, Police Department, JOSEPHCARR.
I'm trying not to pause it too much. I wanted to, because it's a trial, I don't want to just keep pausing and over talking. But I'm going to let this officer testify, and then we're going to call it a night. So when he's finished, we will be finished for the night, and I'll play the rest tomorrow. But yeah, it doesn't get any better. This defense attorney, okay.
All right, counsel, you may proceed.
Detective, you took over this case as the detective in an investigation. Was it a home invasion, possibly?
Initially, it could have been.
Right, and then you interviewed the young lady, this is Stefanik. Stefanko, I'm sorry. You interviewed her.
Yeah, I had a short, yes, I had a short, home interview.
And did you write in your report that she initially stated that Dow was not invited in, but later recanted and said for him to come in?
Yes.
Did she specifically tell you that she invited him in?
I don't recall exactly what she said at that time, but I know at one point she said that she did allow him to come to the house.
And you used the word recant.
I did, yes.
And that means that she changed what she had said earlier.
Yes.
Because that's a different type of thing when it's a home invasion. It's pretty
Yes.
serious. Would you agree?
I agree.
And so she changed and said, first he broke in, correct, and then she changed it to he was invited. Is that correct? And then second of all, I wanted to ask you about letting her know about the PPO. Were you the one who let her know about the PPO?
No.
It's in your report though, is that correct?
Well, I advised her that one was issued, whether it was valid or not, I wasn't aware at that time. So.
Okay, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, and cross examination.
There's nothing further.
Okay. And I'm sorry, just one question. Sorry, that's okay. And so when you advised Mr. Vanko that a PPO had been issued, when you noticed the PPO had been issued, did it indicate if it had been served?
I'd have to look at the paperwork, but I don't think it had been served at that time.
Okay. All right, thank you. Any further questions based upon that question?
No.
Okay.
I have a few questions for the defendant and I'll be done.
All right, thank you. That's it. All right, and Mr.
All right. That's how you tease people. You tell them you have this great hearing and you're going to play half of it. And then right when it gets good, you're like, all right, come back tomorrow. That's what you do. That's how you do it. So I am going to end it tonight. I've been on for an hour. There's about an hour left. So that's tomorrow night's video. I'll have a premiere tomorrow morning. I got a couple good things from today. And I've still got a lot of clips from this week that I haven't used yet either. So there'll be a premiere tomorrow afternoon, live tomorrow night with the conclusion of this. Thank you all for coming to hang out. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't done it already, please like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. And you know what? I'm going to jump over to Discord. If you guys want to come hang out and, talk about stuff, I'll be in Discord. But until next time, bye.